What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's Daniel here from the Geek Speak Nation channel, and I'm here to bring you my review of Ant-Man and the Wasp. So with that being said, let's cue the new intro. So here we are with the 20th Marvel Studios film, and it's Ant-Man and the Wasp, which is a direct sequel to, of course, Ant-Man. And you know, with it being the 20th one and immediately following up after Infinity War, you kind of needed a palate cleanser after you had this epic, amazing journey with Infinity War. It's so epic, and all these characters coming together. But you needed something to tone it down and to wipe away some of the tears from a lot of the people who watched the film. I think that Ant-Man and the Wasp does that in spades. To be honest, I really enjoyed this film more than I thought I would. Coming out of Infinity War, I didn't really quite know what I wanted out of Ant-Man and the Wasp or what to expect. You have the trailers, which sets up the story being that, they want to travel into the quantum realm to be able to save Janet Van Dyne, portrayed by Michelle Pfeiffer, and everyone's excited to go do that, but also Ant-Man is still on house arrest after the events of Civil War. There's a lot of stakes being made or raised up at the same time, which is all very interesting, but I didn't know exactly what we were going to get out of this film. Was it going to be more heist-like, more just action-adventure in general? And would it capture the same spirit of the original? But nevertheless, it did all that in spades. It felt like while I was watching the film, it just felt like with every single scene, the movie kept on trying to top itself, whether it was by each joke, whether it was by each action sequence. It just felt like as I watched the film progressively, it just got better, and it was just really enjoyable. I think the journey that we take Ant-Man on of constantly having him, coming out of Ant-Man and then coming out of Civil War as someone who's always trying to do the right thing, but at the same time it has consequences for the people he cares about. I think it's very strong, and it makes him a very lovable hero, and I think Paul Rudd does a great job this time around. He's still given a lot to do action-wise and also a lot to do comedically, and I think he pulls it off in spades. A lot of great body humor and a great, just the way that he's expressive in his performance. I think he does a really great job. And then when you have the returning characters of Hope, played by Evangeline Lilly, and then also you have Hank Pym, portrayed by Michael Douglas. Everyone who's returning is doing a great job, especially Michael Pena and the whole crew, played by T.I. and I think Dave Dastmalchian is the guy who plays the Russian one. But everyone who's returning is doing a really great job, and everyone's given a lot more to do in this film and in this story. And I think the performances were really great and kept the momentum going, which is really awesome and something I definitely enjoyed about it. But also one of the things that surprised me was that, the story really brought its game too. I think there's a lot there emotionally and comedically to get, people going and get people invested. But I just think they just really told a better story than the first film. And when you think about it, the first Ant-Man film is kind of hindered by sticking to the Marvel formula and playing it safe to make sure the film lands and sticking to the heist structure to make it unique, but at the same time still having a little bit of change from the Edgar Wright vision, which was really ingrained into the script, into the final product of the film. But nevertheless, I think that the director, Peyton Reed, really found his own footing, and he definitely found his own voice with this film, and he just got to let go of all the shackles of whatever was holding him back in the first film and got to go just the extra mile with this film. And it shows in his direction and the way that he takes his story and how he tells it. I think this film is really engaging. It's a fun time. I really enjoyed the villain and the twist that they have with her character being Ghost. I also like the introduction of Lawrence Fishburne's character as well. I just think all the elements that come into play into this film do a really good job, with phenomenal storytelling, phenomenal acting, as well as, just a general great energy that propels the film from beginning to end in a post-credits scene that has a lot of speculation going for Avengers 4. But nevertheless, guys, I really think, all in all, without getting into spoilers, this is just a solid, fun film. And honestly, this is probably one of my favorite Marvel films, which is crazy to say, and not something I expected when I went in to watch this film. But nevertheless, guys, I probably am going to give Ant-Man an 8.5 out of 10. I think they did a really good job with this film. It was so much fun. There's so much heart to it and so much rewatchability, and there's so much you can get and pick up after watching it over and over again. This film is definitely worth seeing. I know a lot of people were really skeptical after getting out of Infinity War. Like, yeah, we'll just wait till Avengers 4 before we watch another Marvel movie. But I'm telling you guys, this is worth the investment. I really do think so. I really do think that what they made here was really something special. And everyone who was a part of it should be proud. I think it was a really, really fun romp in the same way that kind of, Thor Ragnarok was, but had a lot more structure and was much more focused. I'd say the only complaint that I probably had that there was not enough of Michelle Pfeiffer without getting into spoilers. I thought they could have done more with her role, but nevertheless, I look forward to seeing what they might possibly do to expound upon our character in the future. But with that being said, guys, have you seen Ant-Man and the Wasp? Let me know in the comment sections down below what you thought about the film. Did you love it? Did you hate it? Let me know. And also, while you're down there, guys, if you like this video, go down there and hit that like button, and if you're new here, subscribe to become a part of the Geek Speak Nation. And with that being said, guys, thank you so much, and also let me know what you think of that new intro, and yeah, it's good to be back. I've been Daniel, and don't forget to get geeky.